Okay, guys, back with some more clips. The club is dead. Let's check it out.
Money destroyed the club, not the men, not the sections, money, period. Before the pandemic, let's say 2019, when you go out to the club, it was free for ladies before 11 and men had to pay. So your first expense if you're a woman is buying your first drink. So you're already planning to do that. The men come in, they have to pay to enter. It's maybe free for the women, it's maybe $20 for the men. They would talk to you and buy you a drink. That's what courting used to look like. Sections existed. I used to go out with my friend group. The guys would tell us where to be at. They would buy the table. The table came with a bottle. So it would be 10 of them, 8, it'd be maybe 6 to 10 of them. They would all put money on the bottle. When we got there, we all had a place to sit and you would be there all night. It was chill. After the pandemic, not only is there no free before 11, there's tickets for every freaking event. Every freaking event. There's a new entertainment this, promotion that, and there's inflation. So women are paying $30, $35 to get in. Men are paying $50 to get in. Men are no longer going to talk to you. And I want to take you back a little bit. In 2019, they would talk to you a little bit and get you a drink. In 2015, they would buy you the drink before they even said their name. In 2010, they would send you the drink, watch you drink it, and then approach. You see how when you go back and back and back, there's so much more that men used to do. And it was all connected to how much money they had in their pockets.
I do gotta say, she's on point right there, y'all. I send you a drink over, be like, yeah. And then be like, send her and her friend whatever they drinking. Yeah, like, yeah. She on point. She on point.
At the point where now women are paying $35, $40 to get in, men are paying $50 to get in, he's not going to buy you a drink. And not only is he not going to buy you a drink, he's now mad that you're cutting him in line. Because before, it never used to matter. The bartenders always serve the women first. Now, men have an attitude if you stand in front of them at the bar. Now, men want to be seen because they use...
I want to interject and say, I did armed security for some number of clubs for well over 10 years on the side, and I could tell you, man, watching this firsthand, especially as the years progressed, you seen it. It just got diabolical, man. I mean, the dudes became, they act like the females, man. She's right. She's on point right now.
Used to buy sections and invite girls into the section. Well, now you have to pay for the table and then you have to pay for the bottle. The both of them are way more expensive than they used to be. If Franzia is selling me boxed wine, and it used to go for $8, and I go back to get my boxed wine, and Franzia is now $40, I'm about to become a sommelier. You better fucking believe it, bitch. I can taste the inside of the box. Nope, you're gonna have to take this back, and I want a recall too. All of this shit is going down. Do you think that these promoters are now paying more for these DJs? Do you think that these promoters are now going to put more money into everything else? Now that they're seeing this money, they also are cheapening their experience. They don't give a fuck no more.
I'll even jump in and say, too, some of the things I've seen over, like, as of recent years, maybe like the last 3-4 years, I've seen a lot of women not get paid. I've seen a lot of bussers and the cleaners, the people who make that place run, who keep the bare bones of the clubs clean. The bussers, the bar backs, like I say, I've seen people go like 2-3 months without getting paid, man. I've seen it all, so I can tell you the club. I don't know the inner workings of it now. I do know a couple of good people who run their ships pretty well. So of course, it's not all clubs, man. We definitely can't make it say like give the whole scene a bad name. We're not gonna do that, but there's some bad actors out there who kind of.
Now, the whole business is cheapened. Everybody's just seeing dollar signs. They have no respect. I can tell you, at Park, I left my phone there. 2018 New Year's. Someone tapped me and gave it back to me. Walked across the room to give it back to me. Park in 2025, I scanned my ID with the bouncer. By the time I got inside, I got a spam message. The nigga already stole my goddamn data.
What culture died when y'all started making women paid again? Okay, I know people love to say, oh, it was the music, they stopped making dancing music. No, it was when y'all started making women pay. Because at the end of the day, when I started clubbing, the women got in free and the men paid. Why? Because us women bring out the men. Men come because they know there's going to be girls there. And as soon as y'all started treating us like boys, it wasn't fun no more, okay? Anytime you go into a club and you first walk in and you scope the scenery, the first thing, this is how you know it's going to be a bad vibe. When you scope the scenery and you say, dang, there's a lot of niggas in here. There's a lot of men in here and not enough women. For every one woman, there's like 10 niggas. That ain't fun. Like, that's the thing that you're like, ooh, you might need to go somewhere else. There's too many niggas in here. And I know men say the same thing because you want to be where the girls are at, right? And I feel like this Metro Boomin situation is a prime example of how far club culture has died, how far gone it is. Because this man literally had to end his event early because grown men would not get off the stage. The thing about it is, if it was a bunch of women on the stage and they said get off, the women would have got off. But these grown men who like to stand on platforms, like to stand in sections and be corny and be the girls who gonna be the boys, ruined a whole event. Metro Boomin came probably walked in and said, "Oh, it's too many niggas in here." And it's equivalent to you being a grown man and going in another man's section and then arguing that you don't want to get out of that man's section. Why are y'all trying to be up there with like groupies? Y'all want to be girls. And that's why clubbing ain't fun no more. Club culture.
I'm going to tell you why the club scene is over. The club scene is over because men want to be women. And when I say men want to be women, they want to cut the line. They want to go in with the promoter. They don't want to buy their drinks. They don't want to buy their bottle. They put on their best fit to impress other men. They're at this club to see this performer, to get a video that they were there and then talk about it for months that they know this performer. You know what I mean? They want to stand on stages with performers.
She cooking. Ooh. What Dirk say? You trying to get in my studio session before my bitch nigga. Ooh.
Look at the Metro Boomin shit. That was so embarrassing. So embarrassing. At least if you're going to be a man that wants to stand on the booth, stand on the stage, stand in the section, at least bring a vibe. You're all just standing there looking at each other, clocking each other. I'm like, what's the point? And then you have other people on here like, oh, girls don't wear heels anymore to the club. Because there's nowhere to sit. There's nowhere to sit. You get to the promoter section, it's filled with the promoter's friends. The promoter will be like, oh, hey, like, you got to get up. Like, these women are here. Like, you got to get up. Like, these are the stars of the show. And they're having an attitude about it. And half the time when these guys do buy sections, they're standing on the couch. They don't even care about the girls in the club. They're not there to impress girls. They're there to impress other men, to post on their Instagram story. They're acting like they bought a plot of land in the club. And I don't even go to the club anymore. But when I do work at the club, I've even noticed this myself. It's insane work. You're in a bathroom line. No guy's letting you cut. You're at the bar. No guy's offering to buy your drink. And they don't even dance. Like, they don't even, like, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? It's so embarrassing. Like, it used to be the girls' show. Like, the girls come in with all these promoters, all these table sections, put on their best birthday suit, and pop outside. And they're the reason why big spenders in the club spend money. Like, if you have beautiful women and men willing to spend money, more money is spent with the beautiful woman. Not anymore. There's not even money to be made in the club because there's nobody on display besides these men in their Amiri jeans and their borrowed chains posting for an Instagram story. It's actually embarrassing. Aren't you embarrassed? And I knew this plague was upon us when I kept seeing the videos of all the men dancing on elevated platforms at club space. Fighting to be in the DJ booth with John Summit. Like, the math isn't mathing. And I think this is genuinely a reflection of where we're at as a society. Women are fighting for their role. It's crazy.
So I gotta be honest. I gotta be completely honest. Shorty, it was all three of them, man. They cooked. So the club definitely, I can see it being dead. This is not a place that I frequent. I'm not there anymore. But you pop out. When you pop out, I make sure you pop out tough. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, all that to the side. Like, comment, subscribe. All the clips that I got for you for today. Appreciate you spending your time with me.